Hello and welcome, my friends. Thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, John RMS, otherwise known as AceBullion. Now, today we're going to be talking about the Pressburg Mint. And this may be one of the last videos I ever do about anything with the Pressburg Mint. So stay tuned if you just stay tuned, because I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm not switching the channel. To find out really what's going on, what's happening, because I want to hear what your comments are at the end of this video. They really do mean something to me here. Now, what I'm about to say, a disclaimer, is pretty much, it's me hoping. So I'm not gonna rip down the Pressburg Mint, but I'm hoping. And I really just a lot of hope that things get better. So what am I saying? Well, first off, Martin Silver Trader is no longer buying in stuff from the Pressburg Mint. Nope. Sorry. So that means collections, and you collectors out there, and I think 35, it's just over a kilo's worth of silver here. Will not be able to get straight away the items that you would want necessarily. So all these really cool shiny things like the Chronos, etc., which I've been a collector of for, well, many years. In fact, hold on, what date is this one? I don't even know if this one has a date. This was the first one that they did, and it was a really early one, 2015. So as you built up or have it building up your collection, yeah, you won't be able to obtain them. Now, I am obsessive when it comes to stacking and having a complete set of things. Some of these, like I decided, I wasn't bothered about, but I've left them in with the Pressburg Mint stuff because, well, it's the Pressburg Mint stuff. Ta-da! And I was hoping to fill this all the way up with, 100 ounces of silver in here, like I normally do. But, yeah, the mint has had issues, and they, like many other mints, have been struggling. And they've been struggling to get a hold of physical silver. They've been struggling to get a hold and to mint the coins that they want. And if anyone says, oh, no, there's no shortage of silver or whatever. Well, if you look it up in your country, so if you take a look in the UK, so if you put down as there a physical shortage of silver, UK, the answer straight away is yes. If you type in USA at the end of that, so you change it, it says no. But if you look across the broad picture, and I'm looking at, the large minting companies that obtain them, yes, because the large minting companies need to get it from refineries and so on and so forth, who are having difficulty. So they're not getting the scrapping and everything else that they would do. They're struggling, and it has a ripple-on effect to people like Pressburg. But why, in essence, has Martin decided to end it? Well, you're going to need to wait for his newsletter. I'm not going to be advocating anything or stating any information on his behalf. That would be wrong of me to do. That's his business. I'm just making it public knowledge ahead of time that in his newsletter it will be mentioning something to do with why he's no longer trading, or maybe he will just leave it at that. But from customers' points of view, there's been many customers waiting for items for months and months and months. Now, these are just like basic items, it could be a piece of silver, it could be a piece of gold. We have had, I know of customers that have been waiting for a ridiculous amount of time, and ultimately they just end up getting refunded, which is horrible, because especially if you take in now, the cost of, these shiny things and what the cost was, let's say 3 months ago, you would be kind of peeved if you, let's say, I don't know, spent 30 pounds, or $35, I don't know, on this. And now the price is $50 or 50 pounds. Okay, just go with me with the numbers. I'm just throwing them out there. So, but yeah, we all know that silver has gone up significantly, almost, well, probably about double, realistically, on the retail setting. And that really stinks. That's all I can say. It just really stinks. I have no idea where I put that one back. That's equilibrium. Not like it really matters because there it goes. Okay, that's equilibrium. Okay, cool. Oh, a little OCD there. But yeah, so the Pressburg Mint, if you still want to collect, yeah, you can go to the Pressburg and you can buy it online. And this is where my hope comes into it. I hope that you will get your items. I myself am at that point of, no, I'm not going to do that because it's going to incur even more charges, i.e. customs charges, shipping charges. There's a whole host of things. And I would really have to kind of justify buying so much at one time and hope and assume that they didn't sell out of X, Y, and Z. And I still wouldn't get the same service that I do from people like the Silver Trader, aka Martin here. Like if a capsule's broken or something like that, he just replaces it, And I bought directly from the Mint many of times because, of course, Martin doesn't do gold. And then they had an ownership change. And yeah, then they stopped that. And now they've brought it back. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do with this. So my question is, because I am slightly OCD when it comes to my collecting, as many of you guys, in the community are out there as well, I'm not going to be collecting these anymore. That's going to irritate the donkeys out of me. Now, as I mentioned, I think it's like 34 or whatever. You guys can probably have counted by now. Ounces of silver here. I can make it into a kilo bar. I can just take this and put it aside, but that will irritate me. I know some of you would want that, but there you go. Let me know. I could make them into smaller bars of silver. I don't know, like 5 ounces or 10 ounces. I'd only get 3 10-ounce bars, 1 kilo bar, or 6 5-ounce bars. But yeah, it's kind of one of those things of I don't really know what to do. If I'm not gonna collect these, should I melt them or sell them? That's my thing. If anyone out there is collecting any of these or wants any of these, let me know. Because I am seriously looking at melting them. And I'll do it live. So yeah, if that's something you want to see, let me know as well. But I do wish the Pressburg Mint all the best. I hope that they come out of this silver squeeze problem that many mints have faced, and several of them sadly have gone under. I hope they come out of it. Really, I do, because they have made some really beautiful stuff. But I'm not going to be able to collect them anymore. Well, I say I'm not going to be able. I'm not willing to go the extra mile and out of my way to collect them. So, yeah, good luck, Pressburg. That's all I got to say for that. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you on Friday, guys. Bye.